My hair is touching me and it's overstimulating.
Bitch, I cannot wait to get home and get naked.
I need a ponytail.
Oh my God.
And a headband. And I want this makeup to not touch my skin. I am touched out.
Literally want to shave my damn head. Like, I don't want my eyelashes touching me.
I'm going to need you to be on standby. I'm drinking.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I'm still milking that oil fire that I bought at the beginning of the summer.
Damn.
I just take a little dab will do you.
I think we need to officially open this. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Elite Life. I'm your girl, Sam.
And Danny.
We have so fucking much going on. We have, first of all, Tutu's back. Woo! Insert applause.
I love him.
So happy because we're actually filming on an actual camera.
We're not fumbling.
And life is going back to normal. And he came back into town just to go back out of town. He's leaving us again next week.
He really tested my professionalism because he walked in while I was on the phone and I was like,
I'm going to get him. He's not ready to be on camera yet, but we have so much to unpack about his trip. I honestly, it felt like my little baby brother came home from war or something.
I know. I'm so traumatized by him leaving.
I know. He can never do that again. I don't think he wants to. He is literally like singing Toby Keith, proud to be an American.
Him and his food stories.
Bro.
The pauses, the dramatic pauses he has, like, they hurt my soul.
That one right there would have been enough. They'd have sent me home in a body bag. You don't have, what do you mean you don't have cheese, like our cheese? He said it just tastes like powdery and chemically.
He was saying the meat even tastes different.
No, thank you. He lost so much weight, and I'm like, how quickly can we fatten him back up? And, you know, just like little things, like not having his normal barber. He was so happy to have his barber. So I'm happy to have him back. He's happy to be back. I hope that this traumatized him for a very long time.
Just love the memories.
Yeah. I don't think he does.
Bro, I think he had some good experiences.
When he told me he threw out his roommate's blender, threw it out, girl.
I didn't get that story.
He's going to have to tell it. I was like, first of all, I'm so proud. I feel like we rubbed off on him. Second of all, not my sweet Tutu. He did. He was running it at like 3 a.m. and he like slings the door up and he was like, are you running the blender? And the guy was like, what's a blender? He was like, I know you fucking lying. That right there is a blender and there's stuff in it.
And him being told he's too nice. Yeah. Why do you say thank you so much?
Yeah.
Why do you have so many manners?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to be on a Google search. Is that unusual?
And so it trips me out because I forget how long he was gone, like how much actually happened within those 5 months that he was gone. And so life just kept rolling with him not here. And it was rough. Don't get me wrong. And I feel like so much suffered without him being here. I mean, it was like we were for sure handicapped without him being here, even though he was still technically working. Let me tell you this.
We need to deal with them internet cables.
He trained me to like take photos and videos and all of that before he left. That heifer didn't use one photo or video that I sent him.
He was so polite about it.
He was like, Well, I was like, where are these coming from? He had a backlog, Danielle. He had been storing up photos and videos. And then
the way he said, oh, it's okay.
The last month, he just went and recycled. That's the one where I was like, wait just a second. Wait just a damn second.
No, thank you.
I have a new puppy. Her name is Saint. She is a Cane Corso. She is all white and she is precious, but she's awful. She is so spoiled. She's so rotten.
She's not awful.
Yes, she is. We have to get up in the middle of the night and someone has to sleep with her from that point forward. And it wasn't me. I didn't do that.
She's just a baby. Mm-hmm. She's just a baby.
She takes all the toys out of her toy basket and sleeps in the toy basket.
That was cute.
Yeah. She's rotten. So it's like having a newborn baby again because I didn't have enough going on. We're going through. We have so many things I want to announce, but I don't want to announce them prematurely.
No, not too early.
I'm terrible at surprises. Like, as soon as I buy your birthday present, I don't care how early it is. I'm like, do you want a hint? You wouldn't even know that I had it if I didn't say anything. So that's how I feel about all these things that are coming up for the podcast and for Elite and personally and like all these things, all these big, positive, incredible, hard.
I'm just waiting on you to combust.
I might. I might. I'm either gonna crash out and shave my head. I'm gonna pull an 07 Britney.
I know you're getting antsy when I start seeing you scratch the palm of your hand and you're just like,
bro, it's just so hard to keep secrets. But speaking of, okay, one of the things that I did lately is I went on a social media fast. And I don't think most people noticed.
it made me nervous.
It was the best thing I have done in I don't know how long. It's the best thing I did since therapy. And I want to do it again. I realized I can't do my job and not have social media. So I just went like on a week-long fast where I didn't have social media. And then I figured out how I can reintegrate it back in my life. But I don't want it at all anymore whatsoever. I don't want to be online. Here's what it taught me. One is that you grab and scroll when you're bored instead of being productive. And girl, I've been redoing my house, like repainting, and I have
You've gotten a lot done.
taken like 4 massive loads to Goodwill, and like I have gotten back in touch with myself, minus what I feel like other people expect from me. The way that I decorate my house, the way that I act, the way that I talk, the way that I dress, I didn't realize how influenced I had become until I separated myself from it. And now I'm like having the best identity crisis of my whole life, where I'm like, this is incredible. Fuck you. I don't care what you think. Like, I'm not tied to approval. And it's crazy that happened in such a short amount of time. And now I'm addicted to it. I don't want to be online anymore. It is a cesspool.
I mean, you're not wrong.
But now that I'm back online, like, yes, okay, hard stop. There is a lot of positivity online. And that's what I want to focus on now that I'm back online. Mm-hmm. There is a lot of negativity, right?
Right.
And I'm getting bombarded. Like, we're going to talk about the elephant in the room, the bunny and jelly stuff. People have messaged me so much because they know that we, are adjacent to them because we've built their cars and we've created friendships and whatnot. And I either get the whole, you're not really friends, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I have fuck all to prove to you. Second of all, I don't know. I don't know. First of all, if I did, I wouldn't tell you. Second of all, I don't know their strategy, like what they're doing. Third of all, we love both of them. We're wishing both of them well and happiness, and divorces are hard, and it's fucking like they're navigating what I went through out loud online. Don't fucking ask me. I don't know.
Can I just tell you, now you know I love me some good people watching. I'm nosy, but I be minding my business.
Yes.
So it's really weird to me. It's not weird to be nosy. Let's be nosy together, collectively. But to be so invested that you're reaching out, no.
That's why
There ain't enough Southern in me to be reaching out to somebody that I don't know, to ask you questions about somebody I don't know.
That's why I made the video that I made. Like, it's weird that people are so obsessed and creating, and it's not just them. Like, there's this girl, Taylor Frankie Paul, who is part of Mormon Wives, The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
I couldn't get into that
show. It started way before that on something called Mom Talk and whatever. Anyways, she's going through hell on earth. And people are like making up all these rumors and, you know, da 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 da. And I'm just like, God, thank you for not making me a famous person in this life. I don't know that I could handle it. Full stop right there. I don't know that I could handle that. I don't know that I could have enough therapists on staff. My legal team would have to be like fucking bodybuilders.
I disassociate too much. I would forget.
It amazes me. People, delete your social media apps for 1 week and just go touch grass. Go get a puppy, make a meal from scratch, go to the grocery store instead of door dashing your groceries, talk to people in real life.
Oh.
Like, have real conversations, not like this conversations.
She's not talking to you. Not talking to us going through menopause. I know you touch grass. Hell no.
Take a bath. I don't know.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
You know, like share a meal with somebody that you love. Like reconnect with your best friend. We have just, as a society, gotten so crazy out of touch with what it means to actually be human, and we've dehumanized so many people online.
I'm all for reconnecting. Maybe not with the grocery shopping in person.
No, I think you should like go to a farmer's market. Like go do something, walk a trail.
I think you should rehumanize to people indoors.
No, I disagree. I wholeheartedly disagree.
I'm going to cheer you on from the window.
I think we have gotten so out of touch with our own realities because we are chronically online.
We're killing our dopamine.
100%. We've got to, like, I started reading again, like reading actual paper books.
They're nice.
Danielle, I just sit there and smell it. I'm like,
Wait, go on. Put your little lavender oil in the corners.
no,
of
the
pages.
smell of the ink and the paper. I am so
You're romanticizing it.
Yes, I want to build a little sitting room library, but I don't have enough square footage. So I think I'm gonna make that man enclose a part of the back porch and build me like a, because I just want like bookshelves.
Oh no, you want to be outside? Just make it outside.
I don't want my books outside.
Oh yeah, that could be a problem.
Yeah. So I did not realize how engulfed in it that I had become until I removed myself. And it wasn't like I didn't have like a huge breaking point or crash, but I was just like, I'm really spending a lot of time researching. And for me, because I have unbridled ADHD, I will go down rabbit holes and I'm like looking up trends, looking up, you know, I watch tons of like business people, and then I also watch successful people and try to like create pattern, you know, point out patterns that they've done. And so I break down their successes, right? And I'll like literally spiderweb this shit. And by the end of it, I've been on there for like 3 or 4 hours, and I'm on some random person's TikTok, and I don't even know how I got there. And I can't stop scrolling. I'm like, oh my God, somebody come take my thumbs. Stop me, you know? And so, like, I love podcasts, but you can throw those in your ears and do something. Go on a walk or do something productive while you're listening, right? Yeah. So when I was going through my divorce with my ex-husband, I discovered true crime podcasts.
Hardcore.
Yeah. Because I had a painting company and I was like literally 8, 9, 10 hours a day by myself working on job sites or working in my shop and stuff like that. If you guys didn't know, I had a decorative painting business before I even met Rich. And it was incredibly successful and I missed it. Like that was my flow state, right? And so I get burnt out with music pretty often. And so I discovered, well, first I discovered true crime on YouTube, and then I discovered podcasts. And so this was like 2018. And so I have listened to I discovered My Favorite Murder first, and then I discovered Morbid is still to this day one of my favorite, and I can't remember. I can see anyways. But I love that stuff. Well, then I got into the business podcasts and listening to like self-improvement podcasts and stuff like that. And so I'm not saying like totally disconnect electronically, which if you can, that's great. I can't. Like my brain would never allow me, but I love it. So I've dove back into podcasts and discovering, but even that whole arena has changed so much. You know, that, I mean, it doesn't look or act like at all what it used to. And it's become this giant, which in some ways it's good and in some ways it's bad, but it has morphed over into social media.
The podcast?
Yeah, podcast personalities have like slipped over into these social media influencers, and this one's beefing with this one, and it's almost like social media is kind of, I don't want to villainize it because I grew up on MySpace, you know, and when Facebook was actually good. And
yeah.
And so I've seen like a resurgence of Instagram and Facebook coming back, which I'm like,
hot and heavy.
We've done this before.
Deja vu.
We've read this story before.
You know how this is going to
Please don't fuck it up again.
I don't think I could code the wallpapers and music this time.
I could.
I think I'm going to struggle.
I just want to see Brenda and Carla beefing over church potluck again. Like, bring that back. Like, let's stop creating conspiracy theories about human traffic underground tunnels in Nashville.
I don't know. Now, I really like following the alien conspiracies.
Aliens are not conspiracies. That's real.
I know. I'm pretty butthurt that we haven't made a bigger deal about it. All that trauma I endured as a child.
Yeah. You mean when you were abducted?
I bet I was. That's why I believed in them so good. People looking at me like I was crazy. I was like, I believe they real.
Oh my gosh. I'm just, yes. I just am seeing like an interaction with people. Like we're in the, not public service, but customer service.
Customer service.
Customer service. So we deal with people face to face on a daily basis. Like we're answering the phones. We're the first line of defense.
And you still wanted to cut social media off and be all the outside, doing all the outside things.
Yes, because I think people need to reconnect with a few things. One, nature. Rebuild your natural dopamine, people. Two, like humanity. Like let's reconnect with our manners, with our humanity. Let's treat people like actual human beings, you know, and not like they're disposable. And like, let's have some common sense and grace, you know? People are imperfect. Let's not. You don't have room for error before people feed you to the fire. You have to be perfect or they're going to crucify you. Bad reviews, bad videos. Like, you can't have anything go wrong because then they're going to go to social media and they're going to do this, oh, I had a bad experience, not telling the other side of things. Now, okay. Case in point, I've watched this happen so many times. Again, ADHD, right, is my superpower. So I recognize patterns. I'm telling you now, anytime something comes out anymore, somebody comes out and it's this big sob story of how they were done wrong, I'm like, let me give it 30 days. The other side of this is going to come out and they are going to turn on you. Whoever comes out first used to have the upper hand. Whoever comes out first now, boy, you better hope and pray you are Mother Teresa because they are coming for you. They are coming for you. Ain't no way. Ain't couldn't be me. Could not be me. So I'm like, if we going to tell it, tell it all. Tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God. I feel very passionately about this.
I see. I see. But I've been on that bullshit train my whole life.
Yes.
I love to air me out a good closet.
Yeah. I'm just saying, if you're going to do it, understand your uglies are coming out too. So you might as well brush them out with the rest, like sweep the whole, everything out up front, or handle it like face to face, just you, them, and God. Why do you have to go online?
Oh, I love me a good church session. We can have church. We can talk about it.
Right? Like, we're watching it happen in the biggest arenas right now. Like, you better be careful. You better be careful. I'm just saying. Don't go talking shit about that restaurant unless you want it all to come out, because somebody's got a little recording device and they're like, here's the real story. Just saying. That's how I feel about that. I probably have some more in there.
You do. You do. I'm here for it. I'm inside for it. But girl,
she's watching through the window. She's got her blinds closed and she's peeking
in my fuzzy pajamas. But I'm yelling real loud. Woo! I'm cheering y'all. If you'll FaceTime me, I'll be with you outside.
I did. I loved it. I loved it so much, and I think I want to do it again. I just don't have the passion, the push anymore. I'm just like, you like me or you don't like me. Like, I'm gonna get online. And here's another thing. I don't like being told what to do. And I feel
like... When'd you learn that?
And I feel like the algorithm bullies you, and it's like, you got to post this many times a day, at these times, this many times a week, and you got to follow. And I'm like...
Or you just say something controversial enough or make a joke about turpentine and you can get all the attention you want.
Brother, who would have known? Who would have known? Look, at this point, I don't care what's controversial, and I'm not going to appease the algorithm gods. Who bought TikTok? I need to have a word of prayer with them.
I don't know. I don't think they track mine anymore. My algorithm is so confused.
I can't get my little FBI agent to help me out. None. I be talking to my phone all the time. Like,
now wait just a minute. I know you ain't been on that there social media much, but there's this one little girl on Tickety Talk. She's the one that kind of stutters. I sent it to you. She's got beautiful hair. She's a beautiful young lady.
Bailey?
Nope.
Oh, I love her.
It's another young lady. But she was real agitated after getting a new phone. And she was like, I think that they reassign our FBI agents when we get new phones. And she was like, I'm pretty pissed about that. We had a system. We had an understanding. And now everything's messed up. Girl, the way I howled, I was laughing so hard. I've got to find her name. She's fantastic. All her stuff has me cracking up.
That would make sense. Yeah, so that's my little life update. I'm currently redoing my little 1992 build a great house to look like a little Victorian mansion on the inside. It's all dark. I love it. I love it so much.
Have I seen it since you've made the big changes?
I don't think so. I'm color drenching. I will show that online. And then I'm going to get right back off. Girl, I love it. I'll post and delete the app. I just get a wild hair. I'm like, I think I want to show this. And then I delete it.
Oh, I love that for you.
It's my new favorite thing. If I leave the social media apps on my phone for too long, I start getting like panicky. I'm like, oh, it's sitting on my phone. I don't like it. I think it's just another form of crashing out and, being controlling.
I think we're getting really unique with our crash outs.
They're productive crash outs. So if it's a productive crash out, is it really called a crash out?
What would we call it? A crash in?
No, I don't think crash is in the name. I think it would be called a Big Bang.
There we go. I love it.
We Big Bang. That sounds not good.
The way I'm going to run into morning meeting and be like, hey, I had a big bang.
You will traumatize those men.
Rich will send my ass. This is going to be Xavier.
Rich will be like, go to the office, go to the office, go to the office now.
Xavier with his little angel baby self. I can only do that on Wednesdays to make sure that the little intern ain't here.
I know. Sweet. Oh. Excuse me. My bad. Yeah. We got us a little baby intern teenager, and we have to be so very careful.
And I forget.
I know.
I get to talking and I turn and I'm like, oh. And he just pretends like he's busy.
Sometimes he just takes the little lunch outside.
He's such a good kid, though.
Well, we did get some questions.
Nice.
Okay, so...
Girl, so, first of all, I hate you don't give me a heads up about these. It just give me so much anxiety.
Well, this was last minute. Okay. And I just be doing what I be doing. Okay. Hey, ladies. First of all, I absolutely love the podcast.
Thank you.
Dankeschön. I feel like I'm just sitting on the couch listening to my friends talk. And you are. I have to ask, how do you and your husband make working together and being married actually work? My husband and I tried working together for about 6 months, and I swear we almost ended up divorced. How do you separate business disagreements from your marriage? Do you have rules like no shop talk after a certain time? And be honest, have you ever gotten in a full-blown argument at work and then had to immediately act normal in front of a customer? I need all the tea because I genuinely don't know how couples do it.
Let's hear your answer.
How do you and your husband make working together and being married actually work? First of all, she is a major help because she's like a buffer between us two. Having my sister be in management at our company has probably helped to save our marriage. Also, no, it's yes, we have almost divorced multiple times until, well, I went into therapy.
And took a couple of days off.
I had a bad habit of we would like get in these screaming matches and I would leave and I would tell him I quit. I can't tell you how many times I've quit. But I've healed from that. I feel like I've healed from that. I'm not as controlling, but also he stopped fighting me on stuff too when he figured out I was right. I think you just have to like white knuckle through it and learn your lessons.
Well, I think you found your the stride too. Like it's a pendulum for sure, because your rules are shop talk stops here, home talk starts here.
And he don't fucking listen to that.
I know, because you used to bitch all the time because me and him be at the dinner table.
Oh my God.
You get so mad.
Stress me out so bad.
And it was such a good conversation. You'd be like, no, it's not.
My home is my sanctuary. I don't want to talk about work at home, but now I've learned to like
allow some of it.
Bend a little. Yeah.
And then you redirect when you're done. I think we all kind of learned each other's triggers. Like,
yeah. So, I mean, we can't not bring work home with us.
Yeah.
It just is what it is. But, yeah. How do you separate business disagreements from your marriage? We don't. We fight about business things like we fight about anything else. We figured out how to fight productively. Like, it's not about winning the argument. Nobody wins in an argument. It is about listening to the other person and figuring out compromises. And it's okay to say, you know what, you're right. That doesn't mean you lose. That means you learned. You're right. I hear what you're saying. I can adjust. As long as it's not just like one person lording over the other person. And then she said, have you ever gotten into a full-blown argument and then had to immediately act normal in front of the customer? Listen, okay, that's where my previous life comes in to play. I was in the ministry, and so I learned very well how to put on a stage face and fake it. And so that comes natural. I could literally be bawling my eyes out and be like, welcome to Elite Customs. Can I get you something to drink?
Well, we have buffers in place for that too, because typically that's when I go, hey, psst, got somebody walking in, and I just shut the door.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or y'all will move. I'd be like, hey, psst, somebody's coming, and then y'all just move.
Yeah. Or leave. Like, we'll go
Yeah.
take a drive. But yeah, I mean, I think it's so normal to have to pivot like that. That's being professional. It's not just customers. Like, we've had arguments and we had to immediately act normal in front of our kids. Like, that's life, man. That's just life. I think you just have to learn how to communicate well. It is just as much your responsibility to learn how to communicate your point well as it is to understand well. You have to go into the quote unquote argument with the goal of like learning something from each other.
Yeah.
And being comfortable with saying, I was wrong. If you were wrong. You know? Don't stand on like pride.
And take a few minutes to let everything kind of de-escalate.
Yeah. Yes.
You like to put y'all in timeout. You send Rich to his office and
Boy.
you shut your door and lock it.
I have to. Because I have like an explosive temper. And it takes me a minute to calm down. No, like I fight first, ask questions later. But I've gotten better about that too. Like I don't get as mad for as long.
Yeah, you do the breath reset thing. I've noticed that a lot.
Yeah. But also he's learned to not push, like give me breathing room. Damn.
Yeah, because you didn't have but 30 seconds and his little butt would be right at your door.
We need to talk about this. Not right now. We don't. Yeah. Okay. Next is, do you have anything else to add to that?
Nope. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I am not the married one.
I need advice because I'm drowning over here.
Oh.
I'm a mom with 2 little kids. I work full time and I constantly feel like I'm failing at everything. My house is always a disaster. Same. My laundry is never caught up and won't. I feel guilty when I'm working because I'm not with my kids, and then I feel guilty when I'm with my kids when I know I should be working. Do you ever feel like that? Have either of you figured out how to balance motherhood, marriage, work, and somehow still have time for yourself, or is everyone just pretending they've got it together? I could really use some honesty from women who are actually living it.
They absolutely faking it to make it.
God, but he's a liar.
Because first of all, I didn't juggle it at all. I got rid of all them marriages. That didn't work. I can't have that on my plate. That's too much. And I fluctuate like supermom, but the house is shit. And then I go into my OCD cleaning and the kids are like dying because we're not doing as much or I'm not letting them be shoved up my butt. And so it's just a pendulum all the time.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to tell you what's really helped is I plan like a vacation, my 2 my hideaway weekends a year.
I love that she okay, listen to this. This is such a good idea.
So I can't have a day off, right? Because even if I make myself be lazy, I guilt trip myself the whole time, and then I don't feel rested, and it sucked. But if I plan it and like make it a whole ritual. Like, I specifically don't have the kids. This is the foods that I'm anticipating and looking forward to having. I plan out the shows that I want to watch. Like, I wash a specific blanket and a specific set of pajamas, and I just rotate couch rotting, bed rotting. But it's planned. I know ahead of time, so my nervous system thinks it's part of my checklist, and I got to do my checklist. So it makes it easier, and I come out more productive.
Yes, and you do this, you'll take off either a Friday or a Monday. Mm-hmm. Usually it's a Friday. And then we don't hear from you for the weekend. Mm-mm. And do this twice a year.
Yep.
And I know maybe not everybody can do a whole weekend, but do 2 days. Like send the kids to their grandparents, aunt, uncle, sister. I don't care who it is. Hire somebody.
And there's no, it's nothing set. Like, if you love bubble baths, take as many as you can.
Oh, yeah.
If you like...
There are no rules. If you want 3 bubble baths in the same day, do it.
It was a game changer when I realized we talked about what are unspoken rules that you break.
Yes.
When I realized I could take a bubble bath at 2 a.m. and it wasn't wrong or sacrilegious. I don't know why.
We live our life by these societal rules that were just put in place. We don't know why. It's like that story of the mom, why do you cut the ends off your roast? I don't know, because grandma did. Grandma, why do you cut the ends off your roast? I don't know, because my mom did. And then you get back and you finally figure out it's because her pan was too small.
I haven't heard that.
And you're like, we're still cutting the ends off our roast when we have bigger pans. The fuck? Don't cut the ends off your roast, baby. Do it your way.
No, that was a game changer. Let me tell you how badass I thought I was sitting in that tub with some bubble bath and bath oils, and it was 2 a.m. Mm-hmm. You couldn't tell me nothing.
Mm-hmm. What? Yeah. Like, why can't you just whatever you think you can't do, just do it. Just do it. And don't tell anybody.
It is a yes day for yourself.
Yes.
I promise you're going to come out more productive on the other side. And plan too. You're not going to get away from the fact that you have to work. You're not going to get away from the fact that you have to clean and you have to cook. But you start small. You build, manageable habits. And it sounds crazy, but you really got to get creative, right?
Yeah.
It may not be something that you thought about. Mine was, I never thought I would order groceries.
Yeah.
For as long as I possibly can. I'm not going in a store to grocery shop.
Yeah.
All week I have my little notes app and I add my stuff in there and I think about what I want to do and I go back in the notes I've collected that week thinking about what I want to cook or items I'm out of or whatever for the next week. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. My order's done. Place it, schedule it ahead for when I want it to deliver. I got to think about it again.
Yeah.
And cleaning. I could not keep up with laundry to save my life. Then I would end up being up and down all night trying to get clothes swapped.
Yeah.
Nope. I have set days that are towels.
Yeah.
I have set days that are bedding.
Yeah.
I have set 2 days that are clothes. And that's how we rock out with it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be honest, I don't hang my stuff up. I have a dirty basket, I got a clean basket.
There you go.
And
wrinkle release spray. I will not iron anything.
I'm not feeling bad because I don't hang my clothes up. And occasionally when I catch an OCD little cleaning day, everything gets hung up, closet gets reorganized. But until then, oh well.
And see, I'm the opposite. I hate folding clothes. I would rather hang everything. If that's how you feel, hang everything and everything else. Underwear, socks, t-shirt, throw it in a basket. If you don't like folding clothes, don't have a dresser. Hang it in baskets. These are the societal rules we don't have to live by. We've stuck ourselves in a box and, we've just been living there miserably. Don't do it anymore.
And as you're cycling, you're going to have time for the kids too. Scheduling. Obviously, there's things that we have to do for our kids. They're going to have extracurricular activities, stuff for school, whatever. Do the norm. But when it feels overwhelming, and especially if you get to those points where you're like, I feel like a bad mom or I feel like I'm doing a terrible job right now. Pause. Go have a date with your kids.
Yeah.
Make it something silly, something goofy. Like anything that is out of the norm. Like an impromptu. I've woke Amber up middle of the night. We're making a run. What you want?
Yeah.
Just randomly. 9 o'clock at night, you feel like ice cream? And she's like, I don't know, do I? I was like, girl, yeah, get in the car.
And here's something that I've realized that, again, society has told us we have to spend all these many, many hours with our children, and they all have to be Polaroid picture perfect, and they have to be full of these grand memories. That's not true. That is not true. I've got a 17-year-old, a 15-year-old, and an 11-year-old. And let me tell you, 15 minutes, 30 minutes of focused, uninterrupted, let's just talk and joke and have fun will do more for them than you forcing them to do something they don't enjoy doing or that they're not into because you want to check off some mental checklist, that you have that you think is going to make their childhood better or make their memories perfect. It's not. I used to try to force my kids into doing all these things they really didn't have an interest in because I was like, we're making memories, damn it. They didn't want those memories. They want me to come to their bedrooms and watch them play video games and lay across the foot of their bed and watch them draw and listen to the gossip, and let them have friends over and, make hamburgers or, whatever the thing is. And like, they don't want to be forced into doing something because you think they're going to remember it 20 years from now. They're not. They're not. And if they do, it's not going to be fondly. It's going to be like, oh God, mom was always crabby.
Yeah.
I learned to integrate myself into my kids' lives where they are, meet them where they are, and just be like a positive part of where they're at in their lives, And then when it comes to the hard stuff, when you have to be the mom and say no and do the things, they tend to be a little more chill about it,
Sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're still going to get resistance, but
it's easier to circle back with them.
Right. More chill. Not that it solves everything, but yeah, whatever the rules are, just throw them out the window. I love that.
No rules.
No.
Make them up as you go. And change them. You can change the rules. You can change your mind.
Yeah.
As much as you want. I mean, probably keep some consistency for the kids, but let them change their mind too.
Yep, absolutely. Love that. And whatever is causing you mental anguish, throw it in AI. You'd be like, okay, this is where I'm at.
Oh, yeah. Listen, what was it that pisses them off about AI? One of them circuit boards?
Data centers.
Oh, the data centers. You know what? Don't worry about data centers. Just talk to AI.
No, your mental health is more important right now. Yeah, just throw it in there and be like, all right, we're throwing societal rules out the window, and this is what I'm going to do, So I read something that was talking about, she was talking to her therapist and she was going through depression, which I've dealt with in the past. And so I understand how heavy and hard that can feel. And she was saying, I can't get up. I don't have the motivation to feed myself. I don't have the motivation for personal hygiene. And her therapist was like, don't make a sandwich. Just eat the components. Stand in your fridge door and just eat a few pieces of meat. Grab a piece of cheese. Eat the cheese. Why do you have to construct the sandwich? If it feels too big and heavy, don't do it. It's the same idea. If it feels too big and heavy, don't do it that way. Or if it feels like you're doing it because that's the way you're expected to do it, don't remix it.
Run the dishwasher twice.
Yes.
I would look at that thing. I'm like, I should empty it. Run. Can't put them up if they're wet.
That's true. Absolutely. And I love the concept of don't make your bed. Unmake your bed. Right? Instead of if that's the thing, the trigger thing, where it's like, it's too big, pull everything to the end of your bed. Throw your pillows up front, pull your blankets back, pile them up on the end and let your bed breathe. Be like, I don't make my bed. I let my bed breathe throughout the day. I was like, huh? Come again? So apparently that was an old practice. People thought it was disgusting to get up and make your bed. You were supposed to air out your bed during the day. And now I'm obsessed with unmaking my bed. I just grab it, pull it to the foot of the bed, fold it back on itself, throw the pillows up top, voila. And by the time you get back in the bed, your sheets are all aired out and smelling nice, and you can spray something on them throughout the day, in the morning and go. Working smarter, not harder, and it's healthier.
There you go.
Any hoodles.
So that's our advice.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, and you asked, are people lying? Are they? So is everyone just pretending they've got it together?
Sure enough.
This is exactly what I was talking about, getting off of social media. Yes, all of it is curated. It is a big fat fucking lie. Because the clean house that you see in the frame, they've just shoved all their shit out of frame. That camera's not panning the whole room. Okay? It's a lie. They didn't get up looking like that. They didn't. It is all from the lighting to what they have in frame, what they are doing what they're. It is all curated for clicks and comments. So, yes, they're lying. Any hoodles. Get off social media. Okay, ladies.
I was waiting. I just knew it was coming.
It was stuck right here. Okay, ladies, settle an argument for me because my husband says I'm being dramatic.
Oh,
That ain't for us.
I hope you are. What you did?
He needs to calm down. What's the pettiest argument you've ever had with your husband or significant other that somehow turned into a full-blown fight? I'm talking about the kind where halfway through you're both arguing about something completely different than how it started. And another thing. My husband and I recently got into a 45-minute long debate over where the ketchup belongs in the fridge, and somehow we ended up bringing up something that happened 3 years ago. Please tell me this is normal. I need to know your funniest or most ridiculous fights so I can feel a little less crazy. It was never about the ketchup, baby. It was never about the ketchup. It is about... Sorry.
You beating the hell out of that table.
Well, she's about to go. It is about weaponized incompetence. And done. You weren't being dramatic. It's not about the ketchup. It's the fact that he knows where it goes and he is purposefully not putting it back where it goes. I need to calm down.
Wait, now, they may have had a difference of opinion because some people put certain condiments in the refrigerator and some people put them in the cabinet.
No, she said the location in the fridge. It goes, first of all, it goes in the door.
If the door's cleaned up, let me tell you, it just gets thrown in mine. Well, first of all, I've been single so long. I don't know. I don't remember what we argued about while I was married. I can tell you I was probably right most of the time. But I think you should be dramatic all the time.
All the time.
Theatrics.
It's the spice of life.
Absolutely.
No, I mean, listen, if you have... Okay. Why does it matter where the ketchup goes? Unless he acts like he can't find it.
Unless it's a Tuesday and your drawers was feeling funny, then you know what? Do it up big. Be real pissed. Fall out on the floor like Blanche Devereaux.
Where
and just be
are
like,
you at in your cycle currently? Like, let's start there. I know 10 days before I have a notification on my phone. 10 days before, I know we are entering.
If you want to ever
territory.
think, right, you do something, you're like, maybe I shouldn't have been so dramatic. I want you to go put glitter in a man's air vent. And wait. And if you did it bigger than him, maybe you was a little too much. But if not, you're fine. You're fine. I feel like that's a standard, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to base everything off of.
But usually when the argument starts here and it ends up here, this is really what needed to come out in the beginning. This was just like the crack that led to this. You know what I mean?
I get it. I don't participate in those traditions no more. Cause if you piss me off, I'm gonna get amnesia. I don't know who are you? Why are you at my house? Whose damn number is this?
You do.
New phone. Who this?
You do. You just make people feel like they're nuts.
But all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, you got to go.
Yeah.
You got to go. Or the Irish goodbye. I just leave.
I like the idea of like, if it's not going to matter, what is it? It's like the 5 rule. Like if you're not going to be mad about it in 5 minutes or how does it go?
No, now wait just a minute. Cause sometimes it ain't about what the action or the thing. It's the principle. Them principles really be hitting hard. It might have been the principle.
Okay. I could see that. I guess I could see that. I don't know. I think like, again, if it's not really that big of a deal, but it becomes a big deal, it wasn't about that deal to begin with.
But document it.
What you mean document it?
If it ain't documented, it didn't happen. Let me tell you something. I love me a good document. Look, get your little journal, and every time they piss you off, you Document
That
it.
is a terrible idea.
When they put the ketchup in the wrong spot, it really pisses you off after you've done addressed it. Just document it. And then and stay cool, stay calm, don't argue. But when you ready to do your big one, you just whip your book out and you're like, I win.
Damn. You do win.
Listen, I just deleted a notes app. That notes app covered a full year. A full year of I got you. And I used it and hung on to it for an additional 2 years just in case I needed to remind that person.
Okay, I don't think that's healthy in a healthy relationship. I don't think that's sound advice. However,
If you want to stay married, do it like Sam do.
However, if it's a situation where you are trying to get out of a situation and it is unhealthy, I don't think that's a bad idea to document for sure.
Oh, girl, I'll just be documenting on everybody.
Yeah, but you also were in the medical field.
I'm pretty sure it's because I'm unstable. And dramatic.
No, and that goes back to the whole conversation about you need to have constant communication between you and your significant other. And you have to be a good communicator, and you also need to be a good understander.
Do healthy relationships nowadays, do people not say, oh, you need to be with somebody that you're comfortable sitting in silence with? Is that not?
Yeah, I mean, you have to be comfortable in silence, but when something is like, I take it to heart that it is my responsibility to communicate to my husband. It is not my job to understand it for him. So all the time, I'll say it in the nicest way, hey, you're just getting on my nerves. This thing you did really irked me, pissed me off, hurt my feelings. And he's welcome to say the same things to me because I'm communicating, hey, here's the thing. I didn't like it when you did XYZ. He says, I didn't like it when you did that. And then I have to make a decision of, do I understand why that hurt him? Is it something that I am capable or willing to change? You know? And
it must work.
Sometimes it's a yes and sometimes it's a no. And I'll tell him, I'm not changing that about me. And he's like, yes, I know.
It must work because you're still married. You still love him. So for that question, I think we should do what Sam do. What would Sam do?
I don't.
That's what she should ask in this one, not what Danny would do.
Yeah. No, let me tell you something. So she asked about examples. Me and Rich were dating not long. And maybe just a couple months. And he decided he was going to cook for me. And he made macaroni and cheese. And this heifer and it was the good, expensive mac and cheese. It wasn't the dollar store mac and cheese. And he put garlic salt in it.
I mean, just like a dash will do you. Oh.
He seasoned it with garlic salt. It must be a West Coast thing. And I was like, I ate a couple bites. And I was like, that's so good. Okay, I'm so full. You can have mine. Okay? Because I was feeling him. Like, the man is hot, successful, talented. First bald man I've liked in my whole life. So he was doing something right. And then we got into it. Not long after that. We got into it, boy.
And you said, let me tell you about your damn macaroni.
I packed his stuff. I folded his stuff, girl. I packed it in a trash bag. The money he had left at my house, I put the money in the trash bag. I put everything back into his apartment, and I locked the door, and I left the key. I had a key to his place. I left it all nice and neat. He came home, he opened the door, and he saw it there. He said, I'll be damned, she even put the money in the bag. Yeah, because you're about to know I don't need a man. And he came to my place, and we got into it, and I said, and another thing, your macaroni and cheese sucks. We have been together 8 years. It has been 8 years since this happened.
His feelings still hurt.
He still talks about that was the most hurtful thing I've ever said to him.
He do. And when he says it, he looked pitiful.
You know why? Because he really thought he was loving me well. He was like showing me he was going to take care of me and go all out for me by making me that mac and cheese. And that's why I say sometimes it's not about the mac and cheese. Sometimes it's not about the ketchup.
We're going to go with yours because I don't know.
So anyways,
is that all the questions we have?
that's it. That's all the questions we have.
Oh, I'm so surprised.
I know. This will be a little shorty, but we have some fabulous interviews coming up.
I'm so excited for the next two.
I'm so excited for the next rest of this year. We have so much fun stuff happening. So many big things, hard things, but exciting things. Y'all just have to follow along on social media, but it won't be me posting it.
God bless Tutu.
All right, guys, until next time.
Razzle dazzle.